Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So the Washington Huskies offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The option look. He'll toss it. Spins away from the defender. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the
run, but they're going to throw it. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. So the Stanford Cardinal offense comes out, and they'll have it for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense
lets it fly. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Glass half full, glass half empty, guys. Obviously great, they got a completion. I prefer that over incompletions or interceptions. The glass half empty. I mean, they made that third down a bit more manageable, but not that much.
Quickly to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Frank. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Grab behind the line. It's Bryant. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Play number 9 on this drive. The give to the right. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Shakes off the tackler. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're not into 3s, they want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Steps away. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Washington! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Quick strike complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wants to throw on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blunt. Running toward the tape. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground. This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting to throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't know if they could have stopped him.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. Fires into traffic, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Got the back over the middle. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Now the play fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Nunez. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. The give. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Frank. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. There was never a doubt about going for it there. If you don't go for it, you send the message to your team you don't believe in.
Yeah, I mean, that close, literally you're talking about falling forward. I can't fall forward and get inches. Man, I'm taking my chances with that.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Nunez. They're setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's looking for an open man on second down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Blunt.
On second down.
Caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. On the move is the 30. Touchdown, Stanford! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts up.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. At the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Bryant. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Northern Illinois is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Mission the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over Bowling Green.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this. The sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize. Not only on the great return to improve this field position. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. 1st down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that pass picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Offense get down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. The quick out. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He's going to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on. They've
got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet, and maybe they can give this offense something to think about.
Finds us back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Pressure coming. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right.
Touchdown, Stanford! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Gets it to the back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give on the inside. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Fourth down is just another down to these guys. A perfect 4 for 4 so far. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Line gets set. First down. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow at 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. The give from the gun. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. And the Huskies are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the 1st down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and standing in gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At the 45, on his way. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. UAB answered the bell away from Protective Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Blazers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. All by himself down the middle. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. looking for a productive play on first down. On the ground, it's Rourke. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff from the gun. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a third and long. They'll run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance on. Catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Offense set on first down. To the ground with the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they add... trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion possession as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
When you've got to lose in the skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, 2nd and long from the 19. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Smith wants to throw. He finds his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pulls it in. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He'll just keep slinging it. Looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense working from the pistol. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Fakes his man out. And he's still running after the move. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Coastal Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Second down coming up.
Smith dropping to pass. Looking for a deep man. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw on third down. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains.
4-2 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ringo.
They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going for the big play. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense. Staying in phase and batting it away. After the misfire, now on second down. The lone back's got it. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Washington wants to go quickly.
It's third down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Stanford! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying play action. Fires to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw it again. Got his man in the middle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Smith wants to throw. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Illegal touch. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Got it.
Here comes the offense on first down.
Clear.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here we go.
They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quick handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
26-yard line. And that's good enough for a first
Smith dropping to pass. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Unleashes it, and it's picked off for the fourth time today. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.